Where do you find creative inspiration? For me, it starts with my love for travel. Whenever I step into a new place, I oftentimes embrace the role of an observer. I look at the world through a lens of curiosity, trying to understand a place and ultimately life as we know it. But everyone has their own methods. My approach is different from yours, and yours is different from someone else's. But I believe one of the beauties of life is the opportunity to try to view things from another person's lens. Opening yourself up to new perspectives different from your own allows you to grow and expand as a person. I've also come to realize that one of my passions lies in understanding people, places, and myself. I thrive on learning from others and nurturing my curiosity. So today, I'm meeting with Damola, a London-based photographer, filmmaker, and creative. For him, inspiration is found right in the city he calls home, drawn from the diverse creative mediums that speak to him.
I just feel like when you start to blend and cross things, it's where you draw inspiration from different forms of art, and then you make unique art in your own way, you know?
And in my journey to learn and grow from others, I reached out to him, hoping he would spend the day with me and show me London through his eyes, how he finds creative inspiration in his surroundings and his world. He happily agreed, so I hopped on the tube and met him at Waterloo Station.
How are you doing?
How's it going? Nice to meet you.
This is Waterloo. Welcome. How are you enjoying London?
It's so good. It's second day. Yeah.
It's fast. There's a lot of stuff to get through, so you'll see. The city keeps moving. It's kind of like New York in that way.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I've kind of been like, as I've been here, I'm like, it's kind of like British New York, honestly.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. For me, like, especially because when I started like the whole YouTube thing, I was so obsessed with New York. But I lived in London. I didn't realize how similar they actually are, and I've just grown to love it so much more since then. So it's like you'll have a good time. You'll have a good time. We got some
I'm
slots.
so short.
Yeah, this is what you can't tell through video. It's how tall I actually am. It's a struggle.
First things first, I asked Damola to share more about his background and explain what he does.
Yeah, what I create is like, it's in a unique spot because it's like, I study filmmaking, like cinematography and all that kind of thing to like a pretty high level, but at the same time I love making YouTube videos and just like talking to the people. So it's like, yeah, anything creative in the sense of like digital creation, cinematography, photography, do a little bit of illustration, but that's just more like assets for my videos. And I love anything in the arts, so music, fashion, all of that, and I love filming that as well. So that's kind of me in a weird shell, but just anything creative, to be honest. But yeah.
First, like, where are we? And then what do we have planned?
Okay, so we are, I'd say, south of like the center of London right now. We're right by the river, which is where Waterloo is. It's like one of the biggest stations in London. And from here, I think we're going to do like a weird sort of up through central, and then we're going to head towards East London, just sort of going through like any culturally relevant spots and cool looking places that I like to shoot because I think they look pretty.
Let's do it.
This is like a spot that I really like to come to just with my friends. A lot of my friends are skaters, so we typically come around here to either shoot them skating or just have a good time, relax, chill out. But the thing is about South Bank, it is like that spot that you go to when you have something to share. So you don't just come to South Bank on like a regular day when you're practicing or something. South Bank is the spot you come to when it's like you have something you want to show the people. You know? So it's there's a lot of effort and work that has been put into the people who are actually skating here right now. They've like practiced these tricks for ages, and they're here to get the clips that will maybe get them sponsored. So it's there's a lot to that kind of thing. So yeah.
What's your favorite part about like shooting here?
I'd say for me, it's the interesting textures. When I do a lot of my transitions, you see that I do like a lot of wipes and things, and having like the graffiti on the wall to like do masks and like sort of flash blurring transitions are really nice. And also just the lighting. There's an ultra tube lighting in here, which means, yeah, you can see it, which means that it's like usually super soft, even at, like in the day or the nighttime. It's like pretty consistent. And just from a cinematographer, I love that. So yeah. spot here right in front of the Tate, actually, I do love to do a lot of photo shoots here because it's like a forest, but in the city. Like if you like angle the camera up and you just like film me from here, I don't even look like.
Oh, it was like right here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like these kind of little like spots are where I really like to film things. And then if you do, you can frame it up where you do get a little bit of the background, and just the exposure levels are super nice. It's just very pretty. Look at the forest.
It is really pretty. You look amazing right by this greenery.
This is Millennium Bridge. It's a really good, well-placed bridge because it's in a convenient spot, like it crosses between the Tate and sort of the City of London side of things. And I like crossing this bridge because you get to see it and you get to breathe the air. And over there you can see Tower Bridge.
Tower Bridge.
Tower Bridge. A lot of people think it's London Bridge. London Bridge is just a regular bridge. If you walked on London Bridge, you wouldn't even know it was London Bridge. That is Tower Bridge, though. That's the cool one that everyone likes to do.
That's the cool one you want to visit.
Yeah.
Damola and I both agreed that taking the outdoor route is super valuable. Being surrounded by the sights and sounds can spark creativity, and biking through the city instead of always hopping on the metro let us connect more with our surroundings. Plus, the rhythm of pedaling and the fresh air can really help get those ideas flowing.
I don't know, like I walk around here all the time, but I've just never stood exactly here.
Yeah.
It's just really interesting because it's like the whole of St. Paul's, which is like a building made by man, just surrounded by shrubbery and trees and stuff. And there is a road in between this tree line and the previous one, but you can't really see it. So it makes it look like there's just forests going all the way to the. I know.
It's a cool shot. I'm like, wow, this is pretty.
But the cinematographer inside me just really pleased.
Exactly.
Look at that composition. Like a nice telephoto lens, like get someone standing up there. It's like a Wes Anderson film.
Wes Anderson.
That's all you need.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
Always keep your eyes peeled. I feel like when you're creative, it's like when you're looking around, you're like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And like I just take mental notes. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Like by walking around or like just seeing as you're moving, you get to like find these little spots where it's like, oh yeah, if I have an idea for a film in the future, like I can just go to that spot and execute that idea there, you know?
Exactly.
And that's what I'm saying. Just keep your eyes up. Look up.
Exactly.
Look up. Always be looking up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen The Joker, but like remember when he's downstairs like in the area and he gets beat up? Like right here, you can do it.
This is a cool spot right here.
This right here.
Exactly.
Keep your eyes open. Whenever I see it, I have like a weakness.
I don't trust myself. I don't trust myself to do that.
I feel like MTV Cribs.
I know, literally. Like, come on.
Come on, tube. I'll take you through it.
The tube, back on the tube. Guys, we made it to the Buckingham Palace. It feels very grand.
See, it's actually kind of crazy. I've never touched this gate before. I live here. I walk past this place all the time, but I've never been this close to it before. Purely because I just don't see the need to. But it's kind of weird. I've never stood up this close to it.
You're local. You live here.
Yeah.
It's all the tourists.
It's crazy. It's crazy, but it's fun. It's still fun nonetheless. You know?
Yeah, it's really
like
big.
You notice small things when you take time to appreciate.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is what this is doing for me. It's again, opening my eyes to what's around me.
Exactly.
And the gold leaf statue, that is something. You don't realize how probably doesn't come through on camera, but it's very gold, very shiny.
Now, while I'm not usually a fan of tourist hotspots, challenging yourself to explore places you typically might avoid can benefit your creative process, especially if you take a moment to notice the details.
We have now made it to Soho.
Yeah, we're here. It's weird to describe where Soho begins and ends. You kind of just walk and then eventually you're in another place. But now I'd say we're officially in Soho. I'll take you through all of Soho and stop by all like the little spots that I like to go to find little things. And you guys can have an inside look as to how my brain works whenever I'm out here.
Have you been?
We're living. We're just in the area shooting YouTube videos. Cool. So I thought I'd stop by, say hi to the folks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, if you want to introduce the store, what you guys do.
Yeah, go for it.
What you like about Soho and how that helps you create and sort of how you cultivate what you sell and things like that.
Hey, my name is Jamie Cameron. I co-founded Dunno Curated with Dylan Cross, who's inside playing music at the moment. And yeah, we have a little vintage store on Berwick Street in Soho. And we organize parties, we do events, we do bits and bobs in music and in film. And we have a few people out sitting outside, as usual today. And we're just chilling. It's nice.
Just how it is.
Weekday afternoon, you know? Hopefully people come in and buy some clothes.
That's the plan. That's the plan.
favorite pieces?
I just handpicked my favorite
Okay,
piece on the camera, but
show me your one favorite one if you were to show one.
I can't do one favorite piece. It's too hard. 1980s Abrax. Just look at this one. The lining, two of them.
That's a cool one.
Yeah, our merch is there. Vintage Netherlands track bottoms, football team. These two. 70s and 80s varsities. That's probably it for today. Thank you.
Cool, thank you. Okay, that was a really cool spot. That was a cool spot. There was a lot of really very unique pieces. You got something.
I always do. I can't help myself. You know, it's like when you see something and you know it works with clothes and the world that you're living. I needed to do it. But it's like, fucking obviously Jamie and all them curate some of the best pieces, I think, in Soho. And I always like to stop by just because, again, you like to be up to date and sort of creatively aware about what's about and ideas that you have in terms of like color palettes and things. That's one thing that I do get a lot from fashion. Like, I sort of look at colors and I'm instantly like, oh, that can work with that, or that can work with that kind of color grade, or that kind of photo and that background. And it's like what happened when I walked in. Like, I saw like
what'd you find? You found a cool piece.
It's a cool little Hawaiian shirt, and it just works for the time of year. It's for the summer.
Yeah.
So, and the blues go well with the blues on my shoe, and it just generally just works out nicely. So yeah, whenever I'm creating, just thinking about that kind of thing, it always helps to keep a clear vision. So this ring is from is the mask of MF Doom, the late underground rapper who's sadly not with us anymore. But he made really great music, and again, I've been trying to find one for ages, and they had one at Dunno, so I was like, gotta pick it up. And yeah, just another thing about tying my creative influences into like all parts of my life. I just feel like when you start to blend and cross things, it's where you draw inspiration from different forms of art, and then you make unique art in your own way, you know? So that's like a little shot. This is a comic book store. Whenever I'm in Soho, again, always like to stop by because books are part of things that influence me creatively. And whenever I'm here, I just like to find stories either that I've been looking for a while, or ones that I already know about but want to just have in physical form, because it's sometimes good to just have that texture, you know? And you find new stories here too, so it's all win.
All the comics.
Yeah. So like there's this one about Frida. Don't know if you all know Frida.
Oh, Frida.
Famous artist. You can always tell. And they have like everything. Like you're finding like the most obscure, like deep cut, like golden, like green, everything. It's just Fantastic Four.
So many.
We've got Daredevil, all the Marvel stuff. Civil War is here as well. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the Captain America Civil War films. These are the original comics, so they've got them here. And it's just interesting to see how these stories have been like taken from page to the cinema. Because obviously I make films and I want to understand the media that they're referencing. And I've always been like a big comic reader since I was young. And I just feel like this is a very key part of how I play in my head, you know. Oh, they have Goodnight Punpun. I've been looking for these for so long.
What is that?
It's just a manga that I started reading last year. It's this is a very deep manga. It touches on a lot of like hardcore topics, but I just love the art style and the way that he talks about mental health and just different things in it. Isiano, really great author, highly recommend it. I've been looking for these for ages, but I've read it all online now. Releases that are out, and then also like what like sort of films and TV shows are coming out, so they'll put up things that like are related to what's coming out. Like over there is a Secret Wars comic, and they're making a TV show about that soon. And it's like
Interesting. They think about
they know what people need to see.
They do. Okay, so are we officially out of Soho now?
I'd say
still
so.
in Soho?
Soho is an idea. It's a concept. Who knows?
Yeah. Where are we headed now?
Yeah, we're heading towards East London, which is where Shoreditch and all that kind of stuff is.
Okay.
So we're just gonna hop on the tube again. You're gonna get to ride the new tube line, the Elizabeth line.
Oh, nice.
So that will take us all the way up east, and then we'll explore that. So we're taking the eastbound one.
Eastbound.
Disappear into the shop for seemingly hours for some reason. Time kind of dilates when you're in here.
It's like a record shop.
I don't need anything. I don't want anything. I don't have money to spend. But like, look at all the influence. Like a little like Wu-Tang figures and like Old Dirty Bastard, Sex Pistols figure. It's just so cool. I love it. I love it.
I love Odessa.
Odessa? Yeah. I saw them live at Outside Lands like a couple years ago. And I fell in love. I always use their music in my videos. Yeah, this is gone. This is like 10-year anniversary edition. Only in Rough Trade.
I used to listen to only Odessa. Not only Odessa, a lot of Odessa, especially in college.
Music for me is like such a big thing about how I make my videos, because like more often than not I would like find a song that I want to use in a video and then I would listen to it over and over again. And it's not necessarily that I would listen to the song thinking that I want to use it in a video. I just listen to it and then the video builds because of the song. And then when I'm listening to it so much, I just end up being like, when it comes down to like actually editing a video that I've been filming, I'm like, I'm just going to use that song because I was listening to it the whole time while I was making the video, and it kind of ties in a way. I think it's a subconscious thing that my brain does whenever I'm making stuff. I just like tie it into the world that I was listening to at that point. And yeah, Rough Trade is a really good place for that, because it's a place that I can go to and like discover new music and find records for music that I already love. And there's something about a vinyl and having it like in a physical that lets me listen to it from beginning to end. I feel like when I'm on Spotify, I just shuffle through my best picked songs, or like one album to the other. Where I'm listening to a record, like I listen to it the whole way through, and like you hear the whole story, but an album has to tell, because that's storytelling in itself. So
it's awesome. It's a really cool spot.
Yeah. There's a lot of and like you'll find random things that you've listened to, or like because you just have the picture of the record, you just see the thing. But I know that one. It's like, what? I listen to that all the time. It just And then what would happen is that I might only know like one song off an album or a record, and then I'm like, okay, does that justify buying it? I'm like, but no, I buy it and then I listen to it, and then I discover there's like 5 other songs that I like on the album as well. And it's like, there you go. That's
so you discover new ones. What's the last record that you bought?
I bought Late Registration by Kanye West, a Frank Ocean's Nostalgia Ultra, which was a fake because that wasn't on vinyl, but still. Then I also got by Tyler, the Creator, because I'm obsessed. Love going to Rough Trade to get inspiration and just get excited about music. So
We've had a wonderful long day of exploring.
Yes. I closed my ring on my fitness app for the first time in like 4 months. Never done that in a while. Like we did a lot of walking and biking and tubing and the whole shebang.
That was so much fun. Thank you so much, Damola, for like showing me around. It was really cool to see it from your eyes, especially as a creative photographer. Check out his stuff. He has really great work. He's going to be putting out more YouTube videos. He's going to be posting.
Subscribe, please. Like the video. Leave a like rating, notification bell, and if you have anything you want to see in the future from either of us, drop a comment. Also, I should have a video out about this event, so go check that out too. That would be lovely.
Links will all be in the description. All right. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Peace.
I hope you enjoyed this video exploring London and found at least one takeaway to inspire you. For me, it's a reminder to continue to prioritize spending time outside, stay aware of the world around me, and explore different creative mediums in my own process. And at the end of the day, I really think inspiration can be found anywhere. So just remember to keep your eyes open and appreciate what's around you. I'd love to hear what inspires you. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.